Imagine a moment when major world powers convened to broker peace after a long and devastating colonial war. They sought not only to end hostilities, but also to lay the groundwork for a stable future, establishing mechanisms to ensure that the agreements reached were actually upheld. The International Control Commission, often referred to as the ICC, was formally established by the Geneva Accords of 1954. These accords were a set of diplomatic agreements reached in Geneva, Switzerland, to settle the Indochina War and address the future of Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia. The primary reason for creating the ICC was to supervise the implementation of the Geneva Agreements. Following the defeat of the French at Dien Bien Phu, the international community, including France, the Democratic Republic of Vietnam led by Ho Chi Minh, the State of Vietnam, and major powers like the United States, the United Kingdom, the Soviet Union, and China, gathered to de-escalate the conflict. They needed an impartial body to oversee critical provisions such as the cessation of hostilities, the withdrawal of French forces, the regrouping of combatants, and particularly, the planned nationwide elections that were supposed to unify Vietnam by 1956. Specifically, the Geneva Accords mandated the creation of the ICC with representatives from 3 neutral nations, India, Canada, and Poland. India served as the chair, providing a balance between the Western Bloc and the Communist Bloc, as Canada was generally aligned with the West and Poland with the East. This tripartite structure was intended to ensure a degree of objectivity and prevent any single superpower from dominating the oversight process. This commission was empowered to investigate violations of the ceasefire, supervise the movement of military forces, ensure the freedom of movement for civilians choosing to relocate between the North and South, and monitor the introduction of new armaments. However, its effectiveness was significantly hampered by its own operational structure, as any substantial decision required the unanimous agreement of all 3 member states. This often led to stalemates, particularly between Poland and the other 2 members, reflecting broader Cold War divisions. Ultimately, the International Control Commission represented an ambitious, though ultimately constrained, attempt to enforce a complex peace agreement during a deeply polarized era. Its establishment highlights the desire for international oversight in post-conflict resolutions, even when geopolitical realities presented immense challenges to its successful operation and influence.
If this history moves you, like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below.